So Kai is asleep, and I'm going to be really quick with this video because he's been very fussy lately, and I just don't got that time. All right. This past week has been quite the struggle. Um, no sleep, of course, and I've just been watching videos on YouTube as far as dealing with the first 3 months. You're going to be tired. You're not going to have sleep. It's all normal. So that just kind of gives me assurance, a little assurance. So I don't feel so bad about that. Um, what I do want to talk about briefly while Kai is still down, and I'm going to pump after this video and hopefully get some safe milk because I didn't realize how low my supply has been recently, or how low the pump milk has been. So again, getting back in the routine, so that when I need to take a break and step out, I don't have to rush back because the baby needs to feed. All right, but back to the topic of this video. 3 ways new moms can lose weight without working out. Okay. Um, Number one way. Now, of course, I am going to work out, but I haven't been working out recently, but I still have been able to lose weight. So we're just going to talk about what have I been able to do. So number one, drinking water. Drinking water really helps. It helps with, breast milk production. It helps with keeping you hydrated. It helps with you not eating so much because sometimes when we eat, instead of being hungry, we're really thirsty, especially in this hot summer weather and the hot summer months. It's very important that, we try to get as much water as possible. Okay, here I'm stirring, so I need to hurry up. So number one, drink more water, or drink as much water as you can. And I know sometimes it's like, well, what does that mean? How do you get more water? One tip that I have that really works is so when I feed, especially since I wake up maybe 2 or 3 times during the early morning hours. I try to have a bottle of water next to me so that I can sip on it while he's breastfeeding, or sip on it before, or sip on it afterward. And then also in the morning, like when I really, really get up to prepare for the day, I try to drink 1 8 ounce water before I eat, before anything, just so that I won't be like ravishing hungry and all that good stuff. So, tip number one to lose weight, and it really does work. Drink more water. Um, Tip two to lose weight without working out. Breastfeed. I know. You're like, what? Breastfeed? And some people are like, I breastfeed and I didn't lose weight. So I'll get to tip three, which will help with tip two. But all of these tips work together. With breastfeeding, you need additional 500 calories, and that is a lot. And just by breastfeeding, and then also the variations that people breastfeed, it differs. So with breastfeeding, I know my son can be feeding for a good hour. I know the average could be 20, 30 minutes, but I know he could be on there for a good hour. So and it's like he's a mini rogue, from X-Men, just sucking the life force and energy from you when he touches, or when he latches, gets really on the boob. Um, that's what happens sometimes. So it takes energy, it burns calories. You're really not doing any of the work. He's doing the main work, and he's the one on there eating away, living his best life. But you can feel like your energy is going and be so tired after breastfeeding, like you really worked out. That's why it's very important that you get that water, you sip on that water, you and you drink that water and you get some sleep. But then it leads to tip number three. So drinking water, yes. Breastfeeding, yes. Number three, substitute your white carbs. When I say white carbs, or your starchy carbs, let me just say processed carbs, like your rice, your pasta, your potato is iffy on the potato because you can have potatoes sometimes, but I know we eat too much potatoes. So let's just stick away from that. Let's stay to your white rice, your white pasta, your white breads, and sub it for a green vegetable. And when I say green vegetable, I'm talking about broccoli, green beans, bok choy, olive greens, mustard greens, turnip greens, curly greens, any green veg that you can think of. Swap it out, or at least swap half of the amount that you eat with the green veg. It will bulk up your fiber, it will keep you fuller longer, and you will noticeably see the difference in terms of the scale by switching out these items. And also, if you are breastfeeding, it does help for um, your milk production. It helps for the nutrition of your child. And let me go back to tip number two, breastfeeding. So if you breastfeed for a little bit, if you can't breastfeed, if you stop breastfeeding, a good tip for formula babies is to, I hate how this little, anyway, a good tip for formula babies is to, what is a good tip for formula babies? Oh, is to work out, or excuse me, is to walk when you're feeding your baby. If you walk when you're feeding your baby, you're gonna be able to burn calories. You're not gonna feel like, oh my goodness, my baby's feeding for too long. Like, decide as soon as your baby is feeding, that's when you start walking up and down. I have a small one bedroom apartment, but you can walk in your house. You can walk anywhere, but just you have to continue to walk while you're feeding and focusing on your child. So that's a good way to lose weight without working out. So those are the three tips: drink water, breastfeed. If you don't breastfeed, walk when you're feeding your baby, and substitute your starchy carbohydrates, your simple carbs, with a green vegetable. I promise, you do these tips, you stay the course, you will see the changes in your body. And I don't like to really focus on weight loss so much, but as in fat transformation, as in being toner and leaner, that's what I like to focus on. The little flab in the stomach, that's what I want to get rid of. So, those are those tips. I'm gonna pump while Kai's asleep. Pray for me. Let's see how long that lasts, and I'll see y'all guys later. Bye.